Hi everyone, welcome. My name is Lisa Bassini and today we are going to decorate some cupcakes for Halloween, and I like to call this one triple threat because we're going to make 3 different kinds of cupcakes. And then if you have any leftover stuff and you want to incorporate some more cupcakes, feel free to just put on your own creative spin. So let's just show you 3 cute ones so far. We're going to make one that's going to look like an upside down witch. So we're going to need some candy canes, Tootsie Rolls, and we're also going to need some buttercream. We're going to make the bottom of her skirt green. It's always an attractive color for a witch. So we're going to get that in there. Just mix up some buttercream with some green food dye. There you go. Set that aside. And now we've got our candy canes. What did I do with my scissor? Here it is. Here it is. The bag. And the candy canes are awesome because it looks like her stocking. Get it? Okay. So I'm just gonna, you don't need this hook part. I'll break that off, but it's great because you can, if you leave that on, then you have like a base for your foot. So I'm just gonna snap off a little bit of the bottom. There we go. Leave that little L shape. And I have some Tootsie Rolls here, miniature Tootsie Rolls. I place these in the microwave just for 3 seconds. I could have probably went to 5, but I just wanted to do 3. So how you would make a shoe is you want to press out the Tootsie Roll, just like that. Stretch it a little bit. Then turn one up, and that will instantly be the heel of your shoe. And then the other part, you want to just make pointy for the tip of your shoe. And you can push it back a little until it forms a shoe. There you go. And now it looks like a little shoe. Now I'm going to take the shoe and I'm going to anchor it, stab it right onto the Tootsie Roll. And mold it around. And you can continue to push on it. Just make sure that shape your shoe. There you go. That's one. Take another Tootsie Roll. Do the same thing. Stretch it out a little bit. Just like that. Turn the one end up to look like the heel of the shoe. Try to make this a little pointier. And you want to anchor it onto the candy cane. Just like that. Molding it, pushing it into it so it's nice and secure. And then shape your shoe. Shape your shoe. Don't say that 10 times, man. That's hard to say. So there we go. Alrighty, so now I have my 2 shoes. Doesn't look like much now, but it will look like something very, very soon. Okay, now I have my green icing. And I have some white icing that I'm going to use in the center of my cupcake. And I'm just going to put a dollop around in the center, just like that, to be part of like the bottom of her dress. I'm going to take a pastry bag, cup it down, feed the bag the green, like that, puff it up. I'm going to take a rubber band to secure the end so that the icing doesn't come out the opposite end. It's always helpful. Then, just using my scissor, I'm going to cut a little V at the bottom of the pastry bag, just like that, a little V. You see that? And that will create kind of like a leaf shape, and I'm going to use it as a ruffle around my cupcake to look like the bottom of the witch's dress. And then do some more, just all the way around. just to make a cute little ruffle. Go. You can make this any color you want to, but I like green. Okay, and now I'm gonna take my shoe and I'm gonna stick it so it looks like my witch has fallen upside down into my cupcake. Ta-da! All right, so that's one. Now, the next one we're going to make is going to be a skeleton face. So, going to take a Tootsie Roll. This is going to be the harder part of it because we're manipulating a lot of Tootsie Rolls here. And I'm going to push down on it. I'm going to take about half of the Tootsie Roll to make the eyes. Roll it into a ball. Just like that. Then push the ball so it makes a round circle, flat disc. One. Do the same with the other one. Go to a ball and then into a flat disc, just like that. Now I'm going to take this piece of my Tootsie Roll and I have to make a mouth. So I want to make a super long snake with this. So I'm pinching it into a tube. Then I'm going to work on my counter and I'm just going to continue to roll this out into a long snake. Pushing down to roll it into a snake. Push, push, push. Okay. Spreading my fingers kind of pulls it. Now I'm using all 3 fingers. All right. Keeping it going. I know, it's amazing how this little piece of Tootsie Roll is just getting bigger and bigger. Now I can use both hands to just stretch and pull it. Stretching and pulling. Okay. All right. I can keep going with this and continue on. So now I'm going to make a mouth. I'm going to cut a piece of my Tootsie Roll. Just like that. Looks like a big enough mouth. You just want to use your naked cupcake just to kind of see. That looks like a good size before I get frosting on it. Now, I'm going to take my pieces of my Tootsie Roll and we're going to make stitches so it looks like the mouth is all stitched up. So you're going to take your craft stick and you're going to cut little 1/2-inch pieces. One, and then put it on top. This is sticky business, so it's going to want to stick, so you just have to go slowly. Another 1/2-inch piece. Going to create some stitches all around the mouth. Continue to do that for the entire, piece. Need a few more. Go. Okay. And then I always like to finish off with having like one on each end. Makes it a little more cheery looking. One more. Alrighty. Okay. Go. Happy little stitched up mouth. Okay. Now we're going to have our cupcake. We're going to frost it with some buttercream. Go easy, and you just want to get a nice smooth, thin coat of buttercream. Try not to lift your craft stick too much. You just want to get it frosted nice and even. Go around the edges. Just to give a good cover. Go. There you go. And now we're going to make our cupcake come alive. So we're going to add some eyes. Go, and our mouth. Just want to make sure it's positioned. And we have our little skeleton face. Okay, so that's 2. The next one is probably my favorite, because it's so easy and fun. So, last one is going to be a spider web. But the first thing we're going to need is some black buttercream. So here I have some buttercream with some black food dye. Go. All right, now I'm going to take another pastry bag, cup it to fill it, just like that. One of the other things you could do is line a cup with your pastry bag, and that kind of helps you make it easier to fill. So I'm going to take my black, I'm going to get it into the pastry bag, just like that. Now you can use white or you can use green for your face of your cupcake, because you have both colors. I think I'm going to use the green just for fun. Wrap the other end of my pastry bag. Now this time you want to cut just a small hole at the end. So what we're going to do with this is we're going to use the writer, use it as a way to make a circle and then a bigger circle on top of your cupcake. So we're going to make something that looks like a bullseye. So you want to kind of practice that on your parchment paper before you go on top of your cupcake. And I think I can go a little bit bigger with my bag. So I'm going to actually, this time I'm going to give it a solid center and then just pipe around the circle. It doesn't have to be perfect, just has to be bigger than the other circle. See how mine just teared? That's fine. I just went right back around it again. All right, so I'm going to use the green. And then all you need to do is smooth out and cover the top of your cupcake. Just like that. Okay, perfect. Then you're going to take your pastry bag, do a solid center, and then we're going to just do the bullseye around each circle. Get it on the end, perfect. And now here's the fun part. So easy. As soon as I find my toothpick, I'll be in good shape. So now you just take your toothpick from the center and drag it. And as you drag it, you want to clean it actually in between each one. You should. It'll be a better effect. And that is going to create, as you can see, very flimsy toothpick here. You can use the opposite side too. A spider web. And you could wipe it with each time. But I'm trying to. And there we go. And there we have a nice creepy spider web for Halloween. So I'm just going to bring back out all 3 cupcakes again. Here we go. Bring all my models back out. There we go. And I would like to say to everyone, have a happy and a safe Halloween. My name is Lisa Bassini. I'm the baking coach. If you want to find out more about the baking coach, Please check us out at bakingcoach.com. But thank you for joining us today and tuning in to our Halloween cupcake workshop. Enjoy, everyone. Bye-bye now.